Now, here's your host of Joker's Ace, General A.A. Ron.
Thank you. I'm General A.A. Ron, and it's time for everyone's favorite comedy game show, Joker's Ace. All right. The rules for Joker Ace are simple. Each comedian combatant gets to do their 5-minute set, while the mysterious comedian judge will be looking for their setup punch and appearance in front of a live studio audience. Warning combatants, if you say the F or C word, Brady the F-bomb will come bomb your set, and you can't be Joker Ace. 2 more rules to Joker's Ace. If you leave more than 25 seconds on the clock, it's considered a dud, and you can't be Joker Ace. But if you go over your time, that's considered a time bomb, and you can't be Joker Ace. All right? So with that being said, let's meet our mysterious comedian judge tonight. Let's give it up for Judge Measles, everybody. Yeah, Judge Measles. I can't believe it. I now have to deal with a disease in studio. I am so scared. They're very contagious in laughter, actually. No, but they are comedian. They've been in the business for a number of years, and they know what they're looking for, okay? So with that, let's meet our comedian contestants for this game, shall we? Contestant number 1.
Hi, I'm Jessica Cudmore. I'm in St. John, New Brunswick.
Awesome. Contestant number 2.
My name is Phillip Bramwell from Tempe, Arizona.
And now contestant number 3.
I'm Brane Damage from Bay Area, California.
All right. These combatants will be doing combat on the game show known as Joker's Ace. So, comedian combatants, to your battle stations. Comedian combatants, to your battle stations. As we go to our first comedian combatant for the night, let's give it up for Jessica Cudmore, everybody. Yeah.
Woo! Hello, thank you for being my audience. I'm Jessica. I'm a person living with disability, and I'm not here to inspire you. I had a stroke trying to do too much before I turned 40 because I am a millennial and I like to troll my boomer relatives. I even managed to have my stroke before my father had his. He's fine. I live with him because that's how I was raised. I'm hemiplegic. That means I'm recovering from hemiparesis. So basically, one side of my body is a buff overachiever, and the other side is buffering. So my nerves got control deleted, and now their default font is in italics, which makes sense because the hemi life is intense. But it's easy for me to stay positive. I look half decent. My jokes are not half bad, and no one can complain when I do a half-hearted job. I call it the hemi life, half functional, all fabulous. My relationship status, complicated. Not you, it's me. I'm in a toxic relationship with my left hand. It disappoints me constantly. It's only half there for me. So I've got one busy hand and one slacker. You'd think my left hand would be a man, but no, she's a woman. She works twice as hard and gets half the credit. Am I right, ladies? Handshakes are weird. With the right hand, it's normal if you wait for me to juggle my cane, and I could never juggle. With the left, you still need to wait, and nice to meet you. I am sinister, and you are confused. That's Latin for left, because I am literally sinister, but also, this face. So if you want a high 5 with the left, it's a high 2.5, because that's what you're getting. I'm 43. That means I've lived long enough to lose patience. For men who want gold stars on big boy charts for doing the bare minimum. I was so determined to live child-free, I had a stroke. Doctors blame the birth control pill. I blame the patriarchy. They never said if the birth control pill caused my dad's stroke.
What?
And that's not a conversation a woman should have with her father.
Mm-mm.
Guys, I am not your mother. If you're hungry, you can make yourself a sandwich. I live in my father's house, and I'm here to remind him he raised me to make winning life decisions. Moving back in for the third time, that's commitment. It's like a boring video about adulting.
Mm.
At this rate, I'll be ready to live on my own just in time to watch the last apartment in St. John turn into a greenhouse for carnivorous alien plants. Great tourist destination if you survive downtown.
Mm.
But I am not political. I just like science fiction. I'm a millennial and I was born into the analog world, raised into the digital age. I'm the bridge between how do I program a VCR and what's a VCR? I speak both languages. I'm here to translate so we can save the planet without despising each other.
Mm.
I had an errand the other day and I asked the clerk for something. So he vanished and he came back with the wrong thing. And I said, I was polite, right? I was like, I thought there was a kind that like, had a size. And he goes back and, he looks at me, he comes back with this thing. He looks at me like I'm trying to trick him.
Mhm.
Like, okay. I say, this is the right thing when he brings it back. He's like, great. And he explains why I'm right. Like, dude, I'm the customer, not a logic puzzle. Life gave me lemons, a limp, and a laugh that makes people nervous. And I'm like, cool, I will make lemonade. Keep going, have me on.
All right, let's give it up for Jessica Cudmore, everybody. Yeah. And Jessica, where can we find you on social media?
At Jessica_Hemingway, Instagram.
Go check her out on that social media. Thank you so much. And Judge Measles, keep 10 feet away from me, please. No. Are you ready for the next comedian combatant? I'm serious. Are you ready? Really? No. Don't put down. I'm not answering. Okay, I'll answer. Hello? Yes. Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah, I know I don't want you near me. Yeah, thank you. Okay, you're ready. Okay. All right, so let's go to our next comedian combatant for the night. Let's give it up for Phillip Bramwell, everybody. Yeah.
My name is Phillip Bramwell. I'm in a manual wheelchair because I'm lazy. Some people say I'm a lesbian because I'm less being able to walk. So I was born with my condition. First they thought I had Down syndrome, but my head wasn't that big.
Oh.
Then they thought I was a dwarf, but I wasn't that strong. They settled for cerebral palsy because I started to speak English in an Italian accent.
Mm.
So my parents, they met in college. My dad is North Korean and my mom is off the boat from Siberia. They thought their life couldn't get any harder, and then I showed up. When I was born, they didn't know what my life was gonna be like. Would I ever walk? Would I ever get rich? Would I ever sleep in a Tempur-Pedic without railings? Some of that has happened, and others of that haven't happened yet. Dating me is part of unnatural selection. I go to speed dating events to meet women. At speed dating events, women tell me the hobbies they like. They like paddleboarding, kayaking, and long hikes. And then I tell them the hobbies that I enjoy. I do stand-up comedy, I play blackjack, and I visit urgent cares. Then they ask, will we be able to have kids, if we get married or something like that? And I'm like, yes, of course. I mean, my my reproduction isn't disabled. In fact, because I'm disabled, the next generation is going to be extra strength, kind of like deodorant. So, you know, I also like to go to female bodybuilding competitions.
Ooh.
People ask me if I feel out of shape at female bodybuilding competitions because I'm in a wheelchair. No, not because of my wheelchair. It's because I'm not wearing a bikini. I always I always pay for VIP tickets, very impaired person. People ask me why I enjoy female bodybuilding competitions. It's because if anything goes wrong at the show, one of those powerhouse ladies can effortlessly lift me over her head and carry us both to safety. I mean, it's really a no-brainer. I have cerebral palsy. No, it's not like autism. I don't eat crayons, fish sticks, or drink Capri Sun for every meal.
Oh.
I'm a triplet. My sister, she's normal with no disability.
Hmm.
I hate her. She's a registered dietitian.
Oh.
I inspired her to help other vegetables.
Oh.
Women that like disabled men, they're called devotees. They're like Bigfoot. You don't see them a lot in the wild. I once saw a woman give a photo to a man in a wheelchair.
Mm.
It was on Facebook. I don't see them a lot at comedy shows. I mean, it's not very often that a woman shouts out in the audience, "Hey, let me see your contracted hamstrings." Have you ever wondered why they even bother having handicap parking at gyms?
Mm.
How can somebody like me work out when we can't even walk inside the door?
Mm.
So my name is Phillip Bramwell from Tempe, Arizona. Thank you, everybody.
All right, let's give it up for Phillip Bramwell, everybody. Yeah. And Phillip, where can we find you on social media?
On social media, it's my first and last name, Phillip, last name Bram, as in Mary, Well, then the word coach, Coach, Phillip Bramwell Coach on Instagram and YouTube.
Awesome. Go check him out on that social media. And thank you so much. And Judge Measles, what do you mean you want, no, you can't do that. No, he wants to spread his love for you there. No, you can't do that. Judge Measles, sit down. Are you ready for the next comedian combatant?
Woo!
Oh, come on. You can just tell me. Hello? Yeah, I know. You're contagious. Contagious. Ha 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 ha. Who sent you? Oh, we don't say his name here. No. Are you ready for the next comedian combatant? You are?
Yes.
Okay,
Woo.
good. All right, let's give it up for our next comedian combatant tonight. Let's give it up for Brane Damage, everybody. Yeah. Woo!
All right. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read your mind. You're wondering why does this guy got on gloves and yeah, about that. If you're out here in the Bay Area, California, I may or may not have broken into your car at some point. Oh man, my bad. Yeah, if you got something missing though, I got a website, getyourshitback.com. I negotiate. Hit me up. I'm so dumb though. I went down the whole block, broke my own window. Oh, damn it. Oh, I hate it. Yeah. It's cool though. I gave the damage to myself. Because I had a bad bike accident when I was a kid, and then I just like for coping mechanism, I would just headbutt a brick wall. Yeah, because my drug of addiction was concussion. You know what I mean?
Mm.
CTE before it was cool. Forget Aaron Hernandez. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's cool. The part that I messed up of my brain is the decision making parts. I just make bad decisions.
Woo.
Yeah, like breaking into cars.
Yeah.
Becoming a comedian. And now I work in mental health education. Whose idea was this? Why? And just let's be honest, just telling you I'm an educator is just a fancy way of saying I'm broke. Ah. Yeah, it's got its perks from time to time though. Like I give you an example. I was shopping the other day, ran into one of my students' mom. She peeks into my cart. She said, "Ooh, Taco Tuesday! I've got a pink taco for you. Let's hit the bathroom." I said, "Ma'am, I have the carne asada right here."
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah. She had that day old guac on her tortilla. I did not order that.
Oh.
Oh.
So I turned her over. I said, "I'm changing my order to a burrito." I spanked her one time. She surprised me with some refried beans.
Oh.
I got excited. I said, "Let me add the sour cream." We just went full supreme.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Because my wife don't let me get the third hole. No. I asked her for some backdoor action. She said, how about if I pegged you first? I said, "So, whoa, lady. I am just an ally. Although I love working with the kids. I got a kindergartner that I play basketball with, and the ball got stuck on the hoop. And he was like, "Lift me up. Let's get it. Come on." I said, "Sir, we're not going to make it." He's like, come on, please. I said, "Fine, let me show you." Yeah, I picked the little shirt up. He said, "Adesanya," and it ripped the fart all in my face. Oh, I could taste the chocolate milk and pizza he had for lunch.
Oh.
Yeah. The other teachers calling me Mr. Rafiki in the break room. I'm about to fight somebody. Yeah. I got a couple that called my little tag team of terror. Wiggles and Mumbles. Wiggles, I've never seen a boy sit still till one day I seen him laying on the floor. He said, "I got shot in World War II. I was like, "Buddy, I give you 10 points. You tell me when that was." He said, "1996. I was like, "Dude, that was the War Bad Boy and Death Row Records. R.I.P. Tupac, study your history." Oh, I'm teaching him the wrong shit. Right? Because Mumbles, he's got a speech impediment, not real confident when he talks until one day he gave me his finger gun. He says, "Stick him up, there's a rapper." I said, "I'm broke, buddy." He said, "I don't want the money, give me the memes. Give me all your memes." My memes? Oh, no. These kids in Oakland will rob you for anything. Until I slipped up, though. I was just like, "Dude, you got rob foods for the whole phone. How you get the memes? Do you have Dropbox, Mumbles? Snatch and run, buddy." I'm teaching them all the wrong shit, Aaron. And the therapist is no help, y'all. She's no help because she's trying to hand out extra fruit. You get an apple, you get a banana. She handed one. He looked up. He said, "What is this?" She said, "That's a blood orange." He started doing a sea walk and said, "Oh, you mean a blood orange? You better watch the way you talking to me." Siach and pulled out his knife. I'm Brane Damage. Y'all have a good day. Beat.
All right, let's get over Brane Damage, everybody. And Brane, where can we find you on social media?
It's Brane, BRANE_damage.
All right. Give it up. Thank you so much. Go check him out on that social media. That was awesome. And now, for this toughest job for this game tonight, we have the Judge Measles picking out from Jessica Cudmore, Phillip Bramwell, Brane Damage. Who is the winner of Joker's Ace tonight? And Judge Measles, can you tell? No, you can't just leave and go to another state to spread your joy. No, that's not. No, you didn't win. No. Oh, you can do all that, but now you have to use the phone for this. Hello? Yes, that was funny. Ha ha. You couldn't tell me while you're sitting in the room, huh? Okay. So who is the Joker ace for tonight? Okay. All right, thank you. So Joker ace for tonight is Phillip Bramwell, everybody!
Yeah.
Phillip, what you get to do, what we have here is a 90-second victory flyby where you can thank the Academy, thank your friends and family, or do 90 seconds more of jokes starting now.
So, as this is my first Joker's Ace event, I do want to say thank you to my supporters. Please follow me on Instagram and YouTube. I have a lot of shows coming up in California, New Jersey, and hopefully elsewhere. So please follow me on social media, Phillip Bramwell Coach, to follow me and to know where my shows are. Also, I post promotional clips on there. That way you can get a preview of my material. And I love to see people in the audience, and I love to do photos after the shows. So thank you, everybody. You know, comedy wouldn't exist without you guys. And I'm just so grateful to be tonight's Joker's Ace. And, you know, being a comedian, it's a tough job, but not as tough as being in a wheelchair all day. So, you know, that's why I do it, because it's easy, relatively pretty easy. So thank you, everybody, and I'll see you at the show sometime soon.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Phillip Bramwell, everybody. Yeah, our Joker's ace for the night, and thank you for that. And let's give it up one more time for our comedians tonight. Yes, Jessica Cudmore, Phillip Bramwell, and Brane Damage. And one more time for the ever-contagious Judge Measles. Yes, Judge Measles, thank you so much, Judge. So for me, the comedians, and the judge, this has been an Oddly Funny production. Thank you.
Joker's Ace. Comedians compete. Who's the funniest? Take a seat. Joker's Ace. Joker's Ace. Joker's Ace.
This has been an Oddly Funny production.